concept involved in this. Here is a very simple factorization. It is not quadratic because no power is 2. There is no power 2 there. So we look at this and decide how to pair them up. 22AB and 11AC. They have an HCF of 11A. I hope you got that. So you have here your 11A into 22AB divided by 11A will give you 2B. I hope you got that. Minus 11AC divided by 11A. You'll be left with C. Plus now 6RB and 3RC have HCF of 3R. I hope you got that. So this is plus 3R into, if you divide 6RB by 3R, you get 2B minus here 3RC divided by 3R will give you C. Now we are reduced to a pair of statements, expression, and 2B minus C is common. So the HCF of this side and this side of the positive sign is 2B minus C. So this becomes 2B minus C, which is the HCF, into, again, if you divide this side by 2B minus C, you'll be left with 11A. Plus, again, if you divide this by 2B minus C, you'll be left with 3R. And that is the complete factorization. The B, 2AX squared minus 24AX plus 22A. Here is a quadratic expression. Remember, the word quadratic implies an expression with the highest power as 2. So with x squared here, you have a quadratic expression, and you know the rules for factorization. But there's something else you're supposed to notice. In factorization, the first thing you did, if you remember, was that once a number or a letter is common throughout, that is the first step to take. You bring it out. If you look at 2AX squared, 24AX, and 22A, they have a common factor. So the HCF is 2A. I hope you got that. So we first of all bring out the 2A before we get out another expression. So 2A into, you are left with x squared minus 2A in 24AX will give you 12x. And then you are left with 22A divided by 2A. That will give us 11. And now we have our usual quadratic expression because the coefficient here is 1. Now, the constant here is positive. And I hope you still remember the rule. Once the constant is positive, we are adding the two factors of 11 to get the middle term. So the two factors of 11 you add up to get 12 will be 11 and 1. I hope you are getting this. 11 and 1. So obviously you have two brackets. It will be x 11 and 1. But this is a negative middle term. So the two brackets will have to be negative. You have 2A, still your 2A is there, into x minus 11 into x minus 1. Note that your minus 11 plus minus 1 will give you minus 12. Number C is obviously difference of two squares. I hope you got that. Difference of two squares. 1 squared is 1. And here, what did you square to get 25x squared? Or can you find the square root of that? That would be what? 5x. So this is just 1 plus 5x into 1 minus 5x. I hope you still remember the rules. The difference of two squares is the sum, is a product of the sum and the difference. Here we are to use our knowledge of difference of two squares to calculate this, and I hope you remember this. 285 plus 215 will give you 5 plus 5, that is 10. Carry 1. 1 plus 8, that's 9 plus 1 is in 10. Carry 1. And 1 plus 2, 4, 2, 3 plus, that's 5. So we have 500 times their difference. 5 from 5, that's 0. 1 from 8, that's 7. So we have 500 times 70. 5 times 7 will give us 35, and 3 zeros will be added. Now note how easy this is, because we can use our knowledge of difference of two squares. If we are to go and square this and subtract, although you get the same answer, you will have wasted a lot of time.